G'day, Aussie Bonsai Bloke here, how you going? Today here we got the Hawthorn forest that I made. I made it about a year ago, just put together some seedlings and a little bit bigger trees, but mainly just seedlings. Probably none of these trees here are more than about 3 years old, I'd say, I reckon. I put these rocks here just to hold the trees in place, because when I first put them in there wasn't many roots and they were very flimsy in the planting. Yeah, so then I'll probably, then over the summer I haven't done any selective pruning at all. All I did was take to it with basically a pair of shears and just hedge it and just keep it down. So yeah, a bit lazy, but well. So now my plan is probably I'll take all these rocks away, let moss develop there, maybe make some mounds and a bit more shape to the ground, but I'll get rid of the rocks, prune back anything that's crossing over in places it shouldn't be, going straight down, long ones like this one here. Also there's a hell of a lot of spots where there's 4 or 5 branches coming out of one spot, so I'll have to do something about fixing that as well. Yeah, just trying to think. It's probably about all I can say. I mean, I picked 2 bigger trees for the front there, and so I did one clump of trees here, one clump of trees over here. This is a bigger clump here. There's even a small seedling here you probably struggle to see, but I hope over time it develops. At the moment though, it's got a very long way to go, but yeah, I hope it comes to something one day. So yeah, I'll probably prune it today, get rid of the rocks, then I'll probably wire out some of the thinner branches that can still be bent. When you start to get some thicker branches on a hawthorn like this, they become very brittle very quickly. So anything much thicker than the one I'm holding here, well, can probably just snap. So should really be bending branches on a hawthorn a bit earlier. They got some good thorns on them too, the old hawthorn. So yeah, I'll give you a bit of a close-up of some of the problem areas and spots where there's a lot of branches coming from one area. Then I'll start pruning. Okay, so this area here you can probably see 4 branches coming out of that one spot. There's so many spots on here like this because I just was a bit too lazy over summer. There's a spot here where it gets all knuckly and there's a lot of branches coming. I don't have to look very far to find more of these spots. Another spot there with 3. There's a spot here with, hell, must be nearly 6 branches from one spot. Yeah, so maybe hedging's not the best idea, but I don't know, when you're a bit time poor, it's certainly a way of doing things. Yeah, there's more here where it's just ugly, too much growing from one spot. Yeah, so there's a lot to do on it, and by the time, look at all those branches. Yeah, by the time I'm finished today, the whole forest planting is going to look a bit bare, but hawthorns do tend to shoot everywhere, so even though it may look bare now for the rest of winter, when it does shoot, yeah, look at this knuckle here. It's just crazy. Big fat knuckle, ugly. May even chop that right off back to there. yeah, so although it may look ugly for the rest of winter, it'll certainly bud out and shoot everywhere and end up not being too bad, I think. But yeah, for now I'm just going to start trimming it back. Okay, first job for me to do is get rid of some of these rocks. Well, I'll do something to the contour of the ground a bit later. I'm not really a big fan of having all these rocks lying around here, and the roots have now shot and holding all the trees in quite strongly. So as you can see, I'm sure if you pulled on a couple of these, the whole lot would come out the pot together now. So don't really need the rocks anymore. Now, to be honest, not very pleasing looking rocks anyway, so yeah, get rid of those little buggers. Now I'll start chopping away some of these branches, and probably when I'm picking them I'll chop off back to always 2 branches maybe in any one spot, and I'll be more likely to get rid of any that are crossing over or going towards the inside, or they're too fat for the outside of the tree. So I'll just go through and select a few of those and just start chopping away, and hopefully I don't bleed too much. These things, geez, are sharp. Also shorten any branches that I think are just too long and straight. We'll go through and wire a bit later. So here we got one crossing over. Shorten a few up. Encourage them to divide a bit more and create a bit more ramification. Don't want anything too long and straight and boring. We got 3 here, so I'll chop the inside one off. That's going towards the inside. Same there. Got a downward facing one here. Chop that off. Don't need that. Downward facing ones here. Don't need them. Yeah, so I'll keep chopping them off. Shorten that one a bit. Shorten that one. Yeah, that's nearly all of the spots with 3 coming on that side. That side's not too bad. There's a lot around the back that come out in 3s or 4s. Shorten some more straight bits. This won't actually take very long, I don't think. Did I mention how sharp they are? Jeez me. You can cut the points off of a hawthorn if you like. Just if you want to, you can. I'll find one here. You can just cut the points of the tips of the thorns off, but I mean, I reckon they keep the blackbirds away, stop them digging up the moss so much. So I'm going to keep them on here. I'm willing to put up with a few stab marks from the hawthorn if they keep the blackbirds away. Same thing here, knocking them back to 3 shoots everywhere. The one down here is probably too low to need. Another one here. Here. 3 shoots here, don't need 3 there. Yeah, they cause big ugly knuckles if you leave 3. Like here, I think I will. I'm going to chop that back right back there. It's just a big Just a big ugly knuckle on that one. No good at all. Here I'll probably chop it back to the finer one rather than have a coarse one at the top. Get rid of the coarse one. Shorten that. Shorten that. Shorten the back one. Cut the one facing down. I don't intend on doing a lot of wiring on this one. Hawthorns are a good candidate for chopping, just pruning and chopping. I will do some wiring on it though. There's a lot on this back branch that need to be gone. All coming from the one spot, a whole lot nearly. Take that one off too. Just keep reducing them. Yeah, there's a big straight one here and then 3 others. They're kind of generally the same direction. I'll probably cut the straight one off facing into the middle. Don't particularly like that one. This one sort of comes from a different location, so I can probably keep all of those. Although no, I think I'll get rid of this fat back one here. Just shorten. Another one facing down here. So shorten that one. Shorten that one. Like I say, by the time I'm finished this, you may even have liked it more before, but certainly getting rid of some of the problem areas now. Here, there's only 2 here. It goes 2 to 2. I think I can wire that. Dead bit here. I'll cut that off. I'll probably allow these 2 shoots on the inside because they might end up forming some of the canopy later on. Yeah, there's so many bits I can cut off of this. I'll cut this middle one off here. Yeah, I think I'll keep that. I think I'll keep that higher one and get rid of the lower one. Yeah, I think that's alright. Get rid of that little one. Do need something. Get rid of this crossing one that goes to the middle. This crossing one. Yes, a bit of a funny bit here. I'm not sure what to do because I do want that front branch coming at you, but at the same time there's almost, you could say there's 3 coming from that one spot. But if you were to take any of those off, you would have to take this front one off, I think. I'm going to leave it because you can bend that one out. The front one there will cover in there. I can bend that side one out there and it'll cover it in a bit. And sometimes not so critical if you have a join like that with 3 branches near the very, very, very crown of the tree. It's not as critical. Yep, keep chopping straight bits. Three, probably don't need that bit. Oh, there's three there from that one spot. Yeah, surprisingly, I really got rid of most of those spots with three. Maybe the inside of that one. Yeah, I'll just have a look from your point of view. Maybe this one down here maybe doesn't need to be there, or I could maybe angle it up. Same with that one can go up. Yeah, I think I'm nearly ready to wire it. So I might do that now. Go and wire the whole tree. Yeah. Yep, I'm going to wire the whole tree and see what it looks like. Chop anything else that I think I may not like. Oh, here's another three up here. I'll probably chop this fat back one off here. Maybe another one here. Chop that little one off there. Another one at the back there. Little one facing down here. It's amazing if you look at it from a different angle, all these extra ones seem to just pop up at you. One there, gone. Don't need that, gone. Goes in towards it. Couple little ones here that I missed, they're just very small. Don't need the inside one there. Another one on the inside there, which was three from one spot anyway. Gone. All these little baby shoots. Don't want them coming out. And then in spring I'll pay a bit more attention, I think, this year is to keeping it. I might even do a bit of a summer prune a few weeks after it shoots, and when it just starts to harden off at the base, when a new shoot comes out, it just starts to lignify at the base. I think this next year I'm going to go through and clean the whole tree out again and improve the ramification a lot without wasting growth like I did the last year. I was just a bit time poor, so I just took out with the old hedge trimmer. Good enough, I reckon. Right, I'm going to wire it out. See what we got after that. prune it and not put much wire on, but you know what it's like, I just got carried away. I've wired almost every branch. I've pruned it back, so now wired every branch, so now I'll just let it shoot in the spring. Once it shoots, then I'll, like I said, I'll let it lignify at the base, cut it back again, and hopefully I'll get a second flush of growth. So I get 2 lots of ramification for the spring. One good thing about these forest plantings too is because, you know, if you're only just starting, you can have a, you know, reasonable looking bonsai group with fairly young stock, and they, you know, can be fairly straight. So you don't need any aged or highly developed tree for a forest planting. So I think it's good, be a good thing for everyone to try. Yeah, I'll just give a bit of a quick spin of the tree, and yeah, that's probably all I'll do on it today. Yeah, just let it grow. So yeah, that's my Hawthorn forest for now. It's developing pretty quick, like it's only been 1 year, so yeah, I hope it keeps developing like that in the future. No worries. Thanks for watching Aussie Bonsai Bloke. Look forward to the next video. Please subscribe. Catch you later. Cheers.